absolutely amazing city. The stuff you find here is actually just a little bit out of the ordinary. Yes, it's Pride Month here in Bangkok, and like everything in Thailand, it's pretty hard to really notice it's Pride Month because everything is so colourful. Anyway, I'm here with my mate Jerry again, as usual. he's my tour guide. Mind you, Bangkok Pat, I'm going to plug into one of Bangkok Pat's walking tours.
Absolutely.
Just to check out all the things you never hear about, never see in Thailand as well. Bangkok, Thailand, whatever. But yeah, it's Pride Month. I live that world every day of the week. It's just, to me, it's just another day. And Bangkok is literally so colourful. It's pretty hard to even notice anything to do with Pride. Yeah, like just over there, more colour.
Everyday colour.
Everyday colour. It's just the way Bangkok is. It's just colourful. Okay, we might not have the blow-ups. We might not have the King Kong doll. But yeah, it's a very colourful city. Yeah. And again,
more than one way.
More than colourful in more than one way. But really, it's just one of those sort of things. Living here is one of the weirdest things when you start to look at all the media around the world and how they deal with this Pride Month. And it's like it's a big thing. Here in Thailand, the only people really doing anything on the Pride sort of front are the shops because it's click-worthy, which is again the reason why I did the thumbnail. It's click-worthy, you know, it's colourful, click-worthy. It's Bangkok, this is what we do.
This is it.
Look at that, lovely colour there. All the new businesses really splash the colour out because they're trying to set themselves apart. But yeah, Bangkok itself is a colourful city, and the stuff you see in this colourful city is absolutely amazing. What was that, Jerry?
Since COVID, these are now everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere you turn, you see the advertising now.
Remember the days when I remember the colour TVs back in the 70s, like to think you get colour TV walls now. Oh my God, seriously, it's bright, it really is bright. Yeah, video walls everywhere you go, and you wonder about the driver safety, is it? Everything.
It's never ending now. It's as if you're in Tokyo or Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, but it is, it's an amazing city.
Yes.
I was reading monthly reports come through yesterday, some BMW driver on the expressway, coming up the expressway. Doesn't know what happened. He didn't fall asleep. No, didn't fall asleep at the wheel. Probably texting, but you know, rolled his little BMW, got out of there. Yeah.
As long as he got out.
Yeah, they all get out, but they don't all get out. Get me right. There is some crazy shit you see here. It really is. But yeah, look, we're just going to do a wander around today and have a look at the bright lights, the big city in the daytime. We're not going to do nighttime shots. I still got to work out how to get this camera and it goes 50 frames per second. Yeah, when I work out how to do the 50 frames per second, then of course nighttime shots might work with less strobing. Oh, that's starting to frustrate the shit out of me, it really is. One of the things that I always put a thought process through on is the differences here in Bangkok to where I lived in Sydney. And I guess if you're going to come and live in a different country, you're always going to be making those comparisons. What, Easy Car? I spoke to these guys. It's not bad. That's not a bad company, Easy Car. If you want to get yourself a rental, saw them at the Impact Centre. That's right, we've got a car show in a couple of weeks, haven't we? Or like next week, isn't it?
Do we?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Impact, yeah. That's another video we'll do next week when it's a bit closer. But yeah, it's I'm just trying to think of the whole paradigm of change. See, when you look at Sydney, everything's, you know, where we used to go in Sydney, there's really only 2 streets in Sydney we ever walked anyway. It was down through Wynyard to Town Hall, which is where all the bars were.
In all of Sydney?
And then of course you went a little bit east and that was like William Street and things like that. Like the comparison I was to say, like Wynyard, the Wynyard Road there, or that road coming off the bridge, it's very much like Sukhumvit. You know, all the traffic goes through there. You get all the bars and things like that. But it's a built-up area. This thing here, you have no idea how big Bangkok is.
And I just realized you've never invited me to Sydney.
Well, I've never been back to Sydney since I know you.
Well, what's the deal? Let's do it.
Well, I may have to go back. I'm still dealing with banking issues at the moment. Yeah, look, I'm going to throw that out. Like, how do you get Commonwealth Bank in Australia to actually change your postal address? I've been battling with that for 8 weeks now to change my postal address on my bank account for the Commonwealth Bank.
Really?
They are just absolutely hopeless. It's actually I've actually escalated it to a authority now to see if they can get them to work. Really, can't change it online because they don't let you put a foreign address in. You can only put Australian addresses in online. You actually have to call them to put a foreign address. Oh, ridiculous stuff. I think I'm going to axe that bank. Unfortunately, that bank is linked to my investment portfolio, so I can't really give them too much grief. I just got to run the gauntlet. Anyway, enough of my problems. Yeah, I like Bangkok. I don't have to worry about that shit, at least anyway. But going back to Australia, I may have to do that just to fucking change my fucking postal address.
Yeah, maybe I'll tag along.
What, $2,000 minimum to go there and back again, and just to change the postal address. Anyway, enough of my problems. Yeah, this is Bangkok. I don't have those problems here. I just live here, just do my thing and enjoy everything, every moment of it. We're coming up to Asok now, huh? Yep. Everybody knows Asok. That is, I would call Asok the centre of Bangkok.
Right.
Yeah.
But pronounce it Asok.
Oh, Asok, yeah, Asok. I'm
It has
Australian.
a K on the end, but they don't use it.
I'm Australian. I'll say it the Australian way. I'm sure Shania really gets the shits with me sometimes. What does a speaking Thai in an Australian accent really sound like to a Thai?
I'm sure it's not.
Because I've heard your American accent on Thai, and yours is bad. Mine must be worse.
Horrible.
Mine must be worse. It really is.
One of my subscribers told me the other day that my type is beyond bad. My type pronunciation. Type. T-Y. So my type pronunciation might be bad, but his spelling's worse.
Oh, I gotta love it. But yeah, it's just a colourful city everywhere you go. Even though this is a rainy season, you've got some nice dark clouds brewing up there in the sky. That used to be Citibank, now it's UOB.
Yep.
Nothing changes here in Thailand.
Here's the exchange tower, just to give you an idea where we are.
Exchange tower.
Yep.
They had a nice little party there at New Year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
Stopped in there.
And there's soy.
Yeah, soy. Yeah, you know. Yeah, the colourful side street there. Something to do with cowboys. I don't know.
And Indians.
Cowboys and Indians. Let's go across here. So I was thinking, Jerry, I think personally, you know, the only people really on this LGBTQ bandwagon are the business owners.
Probably. They're the ones that care because they can make money.
They can make money. It's
However,
the
that
agenda.
being said, Bangkok itself is open.
Yeah.
They embrace it. They do this.
It's equality, yeah. Equality everywhere you go.
Right.
And there, in my opinion, there's no reason to object to having everybody be treated equal.
Correct.
Equality is a fundamental right of every person that was born. Sorry. And if you have an issue with that, then I think you need a new planet to live on, because you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. But anyway, but as you see, like, nothing's really different. Everything's still the same. Bangkok is just a colourful city. What are you on?
I saw this yesterday with Chris. I said it's a nice shirt to wear when you go out at night.
I like that style, yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't I?
I don't know.
I can't tell. Well, $22.90 wasn't too bad, and half price, that's not a bad price at all.
No,
I'd wear that shirt.
And it's a nice style shirt. It's nice for going out at night with Chris.
Yeah. When's our next dinner date?
Dude, who's that up to?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't organise Shania at the moment. Jesus, give me a break. She's working every day now. Seriously. It's like when we're married, but we're not married anymore. Like, I get to sleep with her, that's about it.
Well, that's the fun part.
Well, that's the fun part, but you know, that's all I see of her at the moment. Well, personally, I think this agenda thing that's been pushed by the business sector is really anti the whole LGBT movement. Because, you know, like anybody in that sort of, you know, paradigm, they just want to be left alone, do their own thing, and just go on with life.
All right, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But the flip side is, if they did nothing, would they then be in a little bit of an uproar because nobody noticed?
Well,
I don't know the answer to that, but that's the question.
It never worried anybody back in the 80s or the 70s.
Well, it was very much under the radar still.
Yeah, and that's why I liked it. It was just one of those things. It was like BDSM. You know, only people who really plugged into that.
I don't know why you wanted to tie those two together.
Well, it's my life, or was my life. My life has changed a lot in the last 7 years, I believe me. But yeah.
I'm not sure I want to know about that part of your life.
They might. If
All right.
you want to know about my life before,
away.
you want to know about my life before, you got to ask the questions, guys. Don't forget, we do have a Discord channel. You can ask me anything. That's the only place I'll answer those questions, of course. I don't want the the trawlers and the you know the companies that are sort of selling your data, knowing everything about me. Jesus Christ.
At this point, who cares?
Yeah. I've had a couple of live streams over the last few years where we talked about the 18 different gender stereotypes we have here in Thailand, and each time I did those conversations on the live stream, people are going, really? Yeah, we have 18 different gender dysphoria types here in Thailand. I'm not going to go on in this video. We'll make that video if you want. I'll do that whole thing as an expose if you want. But yeah, it's something we could talk about at some stage. But yeah, I said most people just want to be left alone and you know, just get on with their life. You know, they feel that they're this or that, the other. Let them feel what they want. They need to bloody publicise this shit.
All right, I'll be right back.
As for the stuff that's going on here in Thailand, there are some interesting things developing in the whole cabbage department, which we'll talk about shortly. Show me your career. The art in Bangkok looks really good. There is a lot of graffiti as well, but we don't find that in the main public areas. So I remember reading in the news the fact that there's been a number of different pageants or parades through the city. Did you catch them?
I haven't seen them, so I can't speak on it.
Unfortunately, the one that I knew was happening, I actually had double booked that day anyway, so I didn't get a chance to get in. But yeah, lots of stuff. I think he wants to run me over. But yeah, getting onto the whole cabbage situation, that's interesting. We've now heard the public backlash from the whole discussion now, and what this is saying is the majority of Thailand do not want to see a recriminalisation of cabbage. Well, the government's on the back foot on that one. They want to push that one through, but yeah, it's still up in the air. I wouldn't be panicking about it. You know, but yeah, I'm not going to go into it. It's a weird situation. We got one part of the current ruling government, right, got in their seat based on the cannabis laws, right, whereas the one that actually took office, they were quite anti-cannabis. Yep. So yeah, it's what I mean, almost like looking like, you know, it could be verging on a what they call dissolved parliament, or what they call it, or hung parliament. At some stage in the future.
Well, right now they're working on trying to put a new Senate in place, but there's a lot of backstabbing and politics going on in the background for the current existing elite not to let that happen. So now they're worried about another coup.
Yeah.
Lucky us.
Yeah.
Lucky Thailand, unfortunately. For us, it's no big deal.
So would you leave if there was a coup?
No.
No, neither would I. I was here for the coup in 2014. Apart from the bomb that went off on Ceylon BTS,
right,
which I was only like 200 yards away from.
Wow.
Yeah, the sort of thing.
You're right after the coup,
The city was empty, yeah. But yeah, it's part of Thailand, I guess. Do we worry about it? Well, it upsets the whole economic balance of things, but outside that, nothing really changes.
What the shame of it is, the Thai people have no say in their own country. Nice mustache.
Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. You get some nice looking cars here in Bangkok too. Now, of course, they're quite expensive. Not the sort of price you pay in America.
No.
I have no idea what price.
It's probably 3 times as much your minimum.
Yeah, no idea what
the import tariff.
No idea what we're paying for cars in Australia these days. Yeah, I'm so outside that loop. I guess I'll be doing it if I do the 3 days back in Australia to sort out this banking shit.
Well, you'll have a lot of videos to make.
3 days full of videos, yeah, which is unrelated to the channel, but whatever. But yeah, so this is Bangkok. This is Thailand. This is only Sukhumvit. Pretty much everywhere you go, it's.
Sukhumvit is not Bangkok.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is Bangkok. This is like every venture, every possible business along this street you can think of, and it's all normal. That's the Indian street, isn't it? Soy what?
11 and a half.
11 and a half.
11/1.
So this is Little India.
Yeah. Here and over.
Yeah. Looks like any other normal side street on Sukhumvit. Except a lot of Vindaloo.
I've never seen this before.
Don't know about these types of pizzas. I prefer a proper oven, but yeah, that's what happens. Well, just wandering up that Soy 11.1 or 11/1, the Indian food street. Where's the ganja shops? No ganja shops in the street. How bizarre. Probably the first street I've ever walked up that didn't have one.
Considering there's more ganja shops than 7-Elevens now.
Yeah, I know.
Like we predicted 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, we predicted that, yeah. And what was that one? The Cloud9 was right next to the burger shop.
Yeah.
Good thinking, that one. Get your stone on, get your munchies on. But yeah, like really, the main conjecture that's coming through now from the public is why don't they just simply make it like alcohol and tobacco? Tax it like they do with alcohol and tobacco and just get along with life. The real thing is, how do you keep it out of children's hands? Unfortunately, most of the kids running the shops are children. That's one of the hardest things to do. I don't know, he wants to go back. He's struggling to work out traffic. Almost feel compelled to go and stop the traffic for him. Just to stop the traffic jam, just one guy trying to turn around. Oh, crazy stuff. So remember a few years ago they shut down all the side street vendors?
Yep.
Yeah.
They only come out at night though, and they're only on one side.
Yeah, well,
It's a whole lot better than it was when it used to be both sides and you had a narrow strip to walk down. That was frustrating.
Yeah. The other thing is, don't forget, that's a different, what do you call it, suburb across the other side of the road there. That's Klong Toi, where this is Watana. Yeah. Must be different police departments or something that get away with this. Crazy stuff you'll see on the side street. And on sidewalks.
Yeah,
and you get plenty of tailors want to dress you up in really hot clothes for Thailand. Obviously these tailors are making clothes for people that don't live in Thailand. How do you actually deal with the heat in Thailand like that? Seriously. Anyway, we're at 7-1. What do you want to do?
I'm following you.
Well,
You
let's
want to
go
go to Nana and then come back?
Yeah,
here?
we'll just go up to Nana and then come back. Yeah.
All right.
They did say we've got 4 days of flooding or water waiting to drain coming tomorrow for the next 4
I
days.
didn't know that. The governor here and the prime minister is very worried about flooding. They've been pushing their teams to do everything they can to eliminate it, but
Yeah.
eliminating is not really that possible.
Unfortunately, water doesn't flow uphill. It goes downhill, and when you're at the same level as sea level, you've got to use massive pumps. Yeah. They're going to have to build a dike.
But I think they're trying.
Well, it's the only solution. Because Bangkok, seriously, Bangkok will be underwater in 50 years. Maybe even our house, who knows? Mind you, we're 2 meters above the sea level, so, well, the Klong level, so it's not too bad, I guess.
Some of your viewers might know the landmark. It's a famous Nana Plaza Hotel. They're redoing the whole thing, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
The hotel's still open, but all of the shops are being redone.
This is something that's been going on noticeably.
Quite a while
Noticeably
now.
the last 2 to 3 years. This is really the big noticeable change we've been seeing here in Bangkok, is the amount of building that's going on, even where we live. Look at moo barns going up everywhere. Where's this money coming from?
Oh, there's a lot of money. But it's all up in the top half percent.
It's the top half. Like
half percent.
I see more and more Thais on the street these days with their hand out. And not only that, there was an article that came through earlier this week. The government has already noticed a lot of foreigners with their hands out on the street too.
I saw one yesterday, me and Tiki did.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
The problem is, the planet is broke. I don't know who is broke too, right? We live in debt. We live in a $170 trillion debt world, right? It's all functional on what you can do tomorrow, you know. Get it now and pay for it tomorrow. Oh, really? If you want to live that lifestyle, guess what? It doesn't work because you're always paying.
Here's a colorful shop.
Oh yeah, it's a great colour in there. Great souvenirs.
Yep. Like cute souvenirs.
Yeah, cute. Not that I'd ever buy souvenirs, but yeah. You get the whole idea, don't you? This is Thailand. You know, we're still wondering what's going to happen to the 8,000 establishments that have sprung up over 2 years. You know, if they do criminalise it, it's just one of those sort of things. Thailand is just weird. That's it. Random, from the last video, random stuff you see here in Thailand. It really is crazy. But yeah, this is Thailand. We love it. Well, this is Bangkok, not so much Thailand, but you know what I mean. The crazy traffic skills you have to deal with here in Thailand. Seriously. This is Soi 4. We all know Soi 4. So everything out on Sukhumvit is fairly new and being updated and everything else, and you just got to turn the corner.
Yep.
When was the last time that building saw paint?
40 years ago, 50 years ago.
50 years ago? We were talking about that today in the meetup, weren't we?
Yeah.
Who was it that he's been there 19 years. He's been renting 19 years in a condo.
No paint.
Never been painted once. Because the lease agreements that they have here sort of have like clauses in them. We will pay for anything over 3,500 baht. That's the responsibility of the property owner. But if you lived here in Thailand, pretty much every repair is going to be under 3,000 baht. So that's up to you as the renter to pay. But we did it, work it out. 19 years. 5.7
million
baht he's paid out in 19 years.
And if he bought a place in Ceylon 19 years ago, it would be worth 4 or 5 times as much, but who knew?
Yeah, renting versus buying, I don't know. It's one of those real challenging situations you're going to have to face with, you know.
Bangkok.
Yeah. Look, seriously, find yourself a nice Thai partner, get her to get a mortgage and just live out west. It's the way to do it. Get married, Ty. Go get married.
Even if we were married, we're not living out west.
Oh,
we're
really,
living right here.
Yeah. Of course, let's not forget the Nana Plaza. Looks pretty ordinary at daytime. But we'll probably finish this video up here. This is the stomping ground every foreigner pretty much knows, from Asok to Nana. Yes, daylight. It's pretty much a non-starter. Nothing happens in there. It is dead. I think it starts at 6 p.m, doesn't it? Or thereabouts, yeah. Yeah. A number of different bars down through this way. We've been to a few of them over the period of time. I think Hillary's is probably the most popular, isn't it?
Hillary's, Stumble Inn is very popular. Hillary's 2 and 3, and then you got Stumble Inn over here.
Yeah, I never liked Stumble Inn. I thought Stumble Inn was a bit ordinary. I like Hillary's better.
Well, it's more about sitting where these guys are to get the view going by, the passing of the
view.
road. Yeah,
it's all about the view. It's all about the views.
All about the view, yeah.
Hit that like, subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah.
And we'll catch up. Share, yeah. The best way to build these channels is get you guys doing the sharing, because YouTube doesn't do that shit. They just want to make the money from the ads. And if you're not an ad watcher, well, guess what?
I know what it's like to go from 100 views to 100 to 100 and... Yeah. All right, sorry guys, 100 to 1,700 and back to 103 videos.
Happens. Yeah, like, it happens to everybody. Especially when you got a sort of lifestyle channel like this, where it's just us just hanging out, doing shit and telling. What can you really do? There's nothing sensational. like, I'd love to be in those situations. I had a going up Pitcairn, going up Puttamontong Ha 3 days ago. It's the first accident I've actually seen there. Motorcycle, splattered all over the road.
Hey.
But that was the first real accident I've actually noticed here in Thailand. No, where blood was
I had
involved.
right in front of us. Get lost, buddy.
See, I don't know what's today.
Get lost means
really?
we're not interested. Get lost.
You get it everywhere you go, these watch sellers. They don't even live in Thailand. They're here on holidays from Nigeria and places like that. They get involved in this bloody bullshit scam. You can go to the local markets like Son Lung Song, you can buy these watches for 200 baht.
Yep.
No problem
They're
whatsoever.
selling the shit of the shit.
Yeah.
If you want real good ones, they can
1,000
tell you where to
baht,
get the
yeah,
good
1,000
ones.
baht, that's it, it's crazy shit. Anyway, enough of me rambling along. I think we've done a long enough video just to keep the videos flowing. Oh, you know, I actually felt really sort of bad that there was a week that I didn't shoot a video because Shanya's not been around.
Well, I didn't get to see it either. He was a little upset. Where's Plaza? And oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, we're out of here. Hope you liked the video. If you liked it, yeah, you know the drill. I'm out of here. We're going to have a drink now.